Hello, I'm here with Amber from Whirlpool. Welcome, Amber. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to join us.
Corbin, thank you so much for having me.
Why did you choose United Way to volunteer?
I've been fortunate enough that even though I went through some hardships in life, but today, with God's grace, again, I have all that I can ask for. So I've always been looking for a way to give back to society. Uh, One of the reasons I got involved with United Way is number one, I work with Worldpool. Worldpool always had a really strong partnership with United Way. And really in that, I remember when I first heard about United Way, so I understood them to be a non-profit, but a non-profit whose core mission is to actually enable other non-profits. So they don't claim to be the experts in any one area, but United Way's whole mission is that instead of those agencies having to worry about fundraising, let them focus on what they do best. And then United Way can actually worry about the fundraising aspect and help them do more of what they actually do on a daily basis.
How do you volunteer at Worldport for United Way?
The first place I got involved with was actually just giving back through a monetary donation. Second, over the last few years, we do this product sale in the community, and I started volunteering at the product sale. But really, since last year is where I stepped up my involvement in terms of playing a leadership role in running our annual pledge campaign and really figure out how do we get more and more employees to start to give.
Wow, that's really great. But what do you like best about volunteering?
It's funny. So you think about volunteering and you think it's going to be something tedious, right? Of course, you want to do it because you're benefiting others, but it's going to be something which is going to be a lot of hard work and you're going to set aside a ton of time. Honestly, in this case, I've had actually so much fun volunteering right here. And in the process, I get to work with wonderful people too. So I've actually had fun applying some of these skills to a very unique area. I've had fun actually collaborating with some really wonderful folks, both within Whirlpool and with United Way.
Someday, when I have a job, what advice do you have for me in volunteering?
I think my advice for volunteerism is probably going to be similar to advice that people give out for picking a career. And it's almost like finding this intersection of three different areas. And those three different areas or those three different circles of your life, what I call them are, number one, figuring out what are you passionate about. Number two, figuring out what are you good at. And number three, figuring out what is actually going to have the most impact. Now, whether that's choosing a career or I think that's choosing an area that you'd like to volunteer. If you find something which actually intersects all those three, so it has something that you're really passionate about, something that you're actually good at, and something that has a ton of impact on the community or let's say your workplace, I think that's where, in my experience, you're going to be the most successful and also, of course, create the most value for the community.
That's really good advice. Thank you, Amber, for sharing with us today. Back to you, Caroline.